Good evening, dear friends. This is Santa Claus bringing you the news on this May 28th, 2025, a day that reminds us of the grave responsibilities we share on this earth, as it marks 27 years since Pakistan joined the nuclear nations of our world. Let me begin with troubling news from Gaza, where Prime Minister Netanyahu has announced the elimination of Hamas Gaza chief Mohammed Sinwar, brother of the late Yahya Sinwar. While this conflict continues to claim lives, my heart aches even more at reports of food trucks being looted overnight as desperate Palestinians face worsening hunger. Just yesterday, Israeli troops fired warning shots as crowds rushed toward a distribution point. The situation reminds us that in times of greatest need, our shared humanity must prevail, and I pray for all children and families caught in this terrible situation. Meanwhile, across the globe, Germany and Ukraine are deepening their cooperation, with Chancellor Merz announcing plans to jointly develop long-range missiles with no range limitations. President Zelenskiy spoke of new production projects, particularly for drones. This continues as President Trump has warned Vladimir Putin that he is playing with fire over the Ukraine war, showing growing frustration with stalled ceasefire talks. Now, turning our gaze to Asia, satellite imagery has revealed China landing two of its most advanced bombers on Woody Island in the disputed Paracel Islands. This appears to be a signal of military capability amid tensions with the Philippines and operations near Taiwan. At the same time, representatives from Chinese and European semiconductor companies have met in Beijing to discuss supply chain security, with China's Ministry of Commerce expressing concerns about unilateralism and bullying practices in the global semiconductor industry. In a most troubling development along the Cambodia-Thailand border, a Cambodian soldier has lost his life during clashes with the Thai army. Each side claims the other fired first in this disputed border area, a sad reminder that borders drawn by humans can sometimes cost us the most precious gift of all, human life. Up north in Alberta, Canada, a wildfire burning out of control has prompted evacuations and disrupted oil operations, with Aspen Leaf Energy temporarily halting production of approximately 4,000 barrels of oil equivalent per day. This comes as Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney speaks of the danger of over-reliance on the United States, noting that while progress has been made in talks on a new economic and security deal, Canada will now cooperate where necessary, but won't necessarily cooperate in all areas. Let us pause for a moment and reflect on perhaps the most heartbreaking news today, the story of Mexico's cartels recruiting children as killers. These young souls, called colorful chicks in cartel slang, are drawn in by promises of status, family, and an end to hunger. One 14-year-old said, "You join with your death sentence already signed, but it's worth it." Oh, my dear friends, what greater failure could there be than to create a world where children feel their lives are worth trading for a brief sense of belonging? As we go forward this evening, let us remember that each person in these stories is precious, whether in war zones, border disputes, or the streets of Mexico. In our own communities, let us build the kind of world where children find love, not violence, where the hungry are fed, and where we work together to heal our shared home. Until tomorrow, this is Santa Claus, wishing you peace, love, and goodwill to all.